This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
NordVPN. Get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMA Nuts.
Wild Alaskan Company. Healthy, affordable, convenient fish sent right to your door. Save $25 off with code BIGFISH25. Tire Buyer. Buy tires online, get them shipped for free to an installer of your choice. Save 12% off with code MMA12. Newsist. Vegan nutrition products. Save 15% off with code FIT10. Defense Soap. Everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMA Nuts to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 670.
670. Can't even do the sands.
My name's Igor Lego.
Matt Groove, MMA Show. By MMA fans, for MMA fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous. Look at that. He's drinking petrol. He's trying to get his insides tough like Tom Aspinall's knuckles.
That's right. Drinking petrol all day, straight from the source.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from the teat, as they say.
Yes. How you doing, Matt? How's life?
Phenomenal. The weather's still a little hot, a little wonky.
Mm-hmm.
I need some straight 70s.
70s?
Yeah.
I think you have to wait a while.
I know. It's aggressive, but it's fine. There's this thing called air conditioning, which we're allowed to have on. When I was a child, we were not allowed to have air conditioning. So we sweat. It's like being in college. We didn't have fucking air conditioning. That was for sissies.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on the second floor with no air conditioning. That's cool.
It's fucking hot. Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so hot. But you learn to take a cold shower and then hop into bed with a fan blowing directly on you.
That's right.
And try to put some ice cubes in a bucket in front of it and hope it works. Never works, but anyway. What about the big fight this weekend? We had a big boxing match.
Jake Paul, Mike Perry. 6 rounds of epic boxing action.
Was it?
I mean,
it was all right.
I thought it was okay.
It's better than I think the Nate Diaz one, right?
Yeah, I mean, Paul just looked bigger than him, faster than him. He kept tagging him up with that jab. Perry never really got anything going. He tried to make it a brawl, at points, but what did he get knocked out, Perry, like 3 times, 4?
Yeah, it was like round 1, round 2, and then eventually when he stopped him in round 6.
Are we allowed to show the finish, or are we gonna get?
Go ahead, fucking. I'll figure it out. I mean, I'll probably blur it out, but show it.
I got the finish here. I'm not
go
gonna
ahead.
share the sound because whatever. But here it is. Here's Jake throwing the hammer down. Perry's just eating shots. Down he goes. Call it a day. That's it.
Yeah.
I really think the gloves really were a factor for Perry in this fight. Like, I don't think his style of fighting works well with the boxing because bare knuckle, like, it's different. With the boxing, you get pieced up. Like, Paul's faster, he's able to get in there, and Perry likes to fight like with his gloves. You can't do that, and you have to have
he was just absorbing. He was doing the Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
And even he took so many hard shots too. He ate a lot of stuff for like even the first knockdown was more of like a push.
Mm-hmm.
And the size difference is something I didn't take into the equation here either. I didn't realize Jake was going to be 6'1", 225 come fight time, and Perry is 5'10" and normally fights at 170. So
well, Jake,
I think
for the weigh-in, he was 5'10", 170. And then he grew this way and that way.
And who knows what he is on? Holy fuck! Because you got to remember, this was supposed to be the Mike Tyson fight,
right?
So Jake is putting on all sorts of muscle and weight, and it's kind of weird. I want to see. Let me pull up his record of kind of like who he's fighting. Someone posted this on Twitter, so you can kind of get an idea of who he's fighting and what they are. So look at Mike Perry, 175 pounds. I don't give a fuck about the record. This next guy retired in 2018. Andre August, 1 win in 4 years. Nate Diaz retired from the UFC. Not really. He just moved, or he's 39 years old.
And then when he fights Tommy Fury, it's the only non-old active boxer. Anderson Silva was 49 years old and 1-8 in his last 9 fights. Tyron Woodley, 42 years old, a 4-fight losing streak in the UFC, then retired. And then Ben Askren, worst striker UFC history. Uh, Nate Robinson, retired basketball player, and some YouTuber who fights like whatever. So he's got a trend here, right? Of who
Mhm.
he fights. Because the question I was going to ask too is, should he even still fight Mike Tyson at this point?
No,
Because fuck.
no. I'd said it before. I think he's gonna beat Tyson. I think he's incredibly fast. He may not have as much skill as like a boxer could have potentially like at this level, but I think he picks and chooses guys that he thinks he can beat, you know, and it seemed like Perry's susceptible to that right hand, which is what Jake has, you know, and even Perry was like, I just couldn't catch up to him. He was too fast for me. And that graphic you showed, he like selectively chooses guys that I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
somebody's like, this style is good for
100%.
you. We're gonna pick this guy, someone who has a name who people recognize. So if you beat them, like it's a big deal, right? But it's
Yeah,
like
way
people don't,
past their prime. Yeah.
yeah, he's not fighting, you know, John Jones or like somebody who's, well, I shouldn't even use him as an example, right? It's just guys who are actively fighting now and who are in the prime of their career.
Sure.
He's not doing that.
Well,
So
he did call out Alex Pereira and said he wants to box him next.
yeah, Pereira said he will do it. So,
And yeah, I mean, the UFC is not going to let that happen, but why doesn't he call out Francis Ngannou?
oh God. Yeah, I don't think that would go well for
Francis
him.
is there.
I think he wants no part of that.
Yeah, because again, let me call out. I'll make it look like I'll fight this guy who won't come over. There's no way the UFC lets Alex come out to have that fight.
No.
It's too dangerous for the UFC. You don't want to have him potentially beat your champ,
Right. And I
you
mean,
know?
even Ngannou doesn't fit that formula you just posted. Like he's
No, and he's super angry right now, coming off
yeah,
that loss and some personal shit.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
Hmm.
And he had a weird walkout too. And show this when he came out like in a chariot. I gotta make sure to
Oh
fire this
yeah.
off,
Looked like Achilles or something, like or Troy from that movie Troy.
or from 300 somewhere. It's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. I like the black and white glove, black on one hand, white on the other. A little different.
I'm surprised they allowed that.
Well, it's his sport, I guess. And then did you see Mike Perry's custom chain for the fight? Didn't
No.
quite work out that way for him, but he had him punching Jake Paul,
Oh, nice.
blooding him up. I hope he didn't pay a lot of money for that because that's like a one and done. I hope
Yeah.
those are fake diamonds, the cubic zirconiums. And I just had one other thing about Mike, if you have nothing else for this fight.
I don't.
So Mike said he's starting a new fight league. This was one of the things he was talking about. So
Okay.
apparently, it's called Dirty Boxing Championship. They're
Hmm.
kind of billing it as Fight Dirty. So it's 5-ounce gloves, elbows allowed, open palm strikes allowed, ground and pound on down opponents allowed, no grappling or submissions.
Ooh.
So it just seems like it's another type of striking kind of sport. And I think I have a little demo from him too, where he's kind of talking about what
Okay.
it's all about. So let me play this. So I'm assuming he's part owner of this.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait. Bam! We're going to put some elbows in there. Uppercut, elbow. Boom, boom. I knock him down again. I can finish the fight. And all that good.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
I didn't know we needed another fight league, but what do you think? You in? You out?
I mean, I'll keep an eye on it. It seems like the same as everything else that's out there right now. I'm not sure what's unique about it, but okay.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like karate combat.
Hmm.
Maybe he's gonna do a different ring with some kind of weird shape. It'll be like a football shape
Hmm.
with I don't know. American gladiators throwing shit at you while you're trying to fight. I like
Right.
that. People are throwing footballs at you while you're fighting. Something.
Footballs or snakes.
Footballs shaped like snakes. Snakes inside the footballs.
Ooh, perfect.
Cobras.
Yeah.
Cobras. This is all cobras.
Water moccasins.
Okay. With the deadlier, the better.
Yeah, yeah.
Couple random rattlesnakes in the corners.
Exactly.
Your chair is made out of rattlesnake. Real.
I love it.
Anyway, let's talk about some sponsor action before we get back
Yes.
into this action.
Fizzle alert this summer.
Oh,
Let the only thing smoking at your barbecue be the grill, not your grooming game.
no shit.
Get ready for the ultimate cookout season with Manscaped. Whether you're flipping burgers or cannonballing into the pool, make sure your meat looks neat with the
Oh,
Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Fire up your grooming routine and keep it cool with Manscaped. Head to
nice.
manscaped.com/MMA nuts and use code MMA nuts for 20% off and free shipping. Let's make
Take
this summer sizzle for all the right reasons.
Ooh, nice. And in this ultimate summertime package includes the following. You get the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, you get the Weed Whacker 2.0, you get the Crop Soother Ball Aftershave Lotion, the Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, Boxers 2.0, and as a treat, you can toss in the Crop Mops with your order. It's a moist towelette, you heard me, made specifically for your beach balls. It's like giving your popsicle a cool down break so it doesn't turn into a puddle at the barbecue.
And remember, you're getting 20% off and free shipping with the code MMA nuts at manscaped.com/MMA nuts. It's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA nuts and use code MMA nuts. Mans, oh, yeah. Manscaped, the perfect
Yeah.
way to get your patties sizzling hot this summer. Oof.
Word. It's a lot of MMA nuts in there.
Yes, that messed me up, but I'm good. We're
It's all
back.
good. Holy crap. I gotta put these on. My
Shoot your
eyes are
glasses.
stressed today.
It's all good.
Let's see. Where do you want to
Uh,
go?
to bed? I mean,
Well, I hear you.
uh,
Is this
let
a
me
offer or a threat?
maybe both. I don't know. Okay, let me just. Nick Diaz was supposed to face
Mm-hmm.
Vicente Luque August 3rd, a few weeks from now,
Yes.
and apparently that fight is now off due to a travel issue. It's been
Oh.
postponed. Um, we don't really know what happened exactly. Seems like somebody couldn't get there or
Well,
something.
no. Here's the rumor. The rumor is that the United Arab Emirates has a mandatory minimum sentencing for marijuana use or possession.
Oh, and
So
he
that's
doesn't want to.
the that's why I don't know why they even fucking made that fight in the first place, right?
Pretty
Why would
stupid.
you make that fight? So I think that's what was happening. And the weird thing is he's also not training with Scrap Pack. So no Jake Shields, no Gilbert Melendez, no Nate Diaz. He was out in Houston and no Cesar Gracie. So they're all kind of not sure how his training is going either. So that could be something. And I don't think I've seen any training footage from him besides a random nunchuck video here or there.
I mean, he's training hard. Don't worry.
I know.
He's
And
coming.
who the fuck was it that said maybe it was Jake Shields? He might have been on Rampage's podcast. And I think Jake was saying that for that Robbie Lawler fight, he hadn't trained in 5 years or whatever.
Wow,
Or he didn't even train for that fight. He just showed up. So when
crazy.
you think about that performance, because that was the one, remember, he was injured
Hmm.
and he needed money, so he just took a fight. It was just crazy. And it looked like he didn't train. Like he got handled, but was sad. Like I don't like to see a guy that needs to get there because he needs the money when he's in no shape to be having a war with a guy that's a murderer.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, that's fucked up. So
Hopefully not the case this time around.
no. So if there's a travel issue, we'll let it pass.
Then we'll
Uh,
travel to a country without such restrictions.
yeah, and that's on the matchmakers. Come on. UFC 304 this
Oh yeah.
weekend. You got Edwards Muhammad 2, Tom Aspinall, Mr. Petrol, Curtis Blades. That's an interesting fight.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Well, they fought before, I'm pretty sure, didn't they?
yeah, I,
They did. They did. I'm looking at it on the Wikipedia right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
July 23rd, 2020. Well, should we talk about it or
yeah.
do you
Go
want?
ahead.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
stop the
So there
share.
was a knee injury, and I forgot all about that. I was like,
Hmm.
so Blades lost to I'm sorry, beat Aspinall because of some weird TKO technicality real early into the fight. So this is kind of a rematch, but not really. And if you recall, Blades is the guy that's from Chicago that Caprito used to train
Yeah,
with a long
yeah.
time ago. And back like even like 8 years ago was saying like this guy's gonna be somebody. Like he's fucking crazy strong and he throws guys around like it's scary. He's like, I train with Brock and this guy's more scary at the wrestling sometimes.
That's what's insane
So
because like we've grappled with Comprito and he just fucking toyed with us. Like
yeah.
what is this? What is this?
So I think Blades wins. I really do. I think the wrestling is going to be too much for Aspinall, and I think also Blades has got KO power, and I think I'm predicting a grapple
And how
fuck.
about his elbows? He's got fucking brutal elbows.
Yeah, something like a wrestling fucking thing, and then ground
You
and
want like a
pound from
bulldog choke? Something crazy?
like elbows from the top or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. I think
Cool.
that's going to be a great fight. I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Aspinall because he's petrol. You can't bet against petrol.
Yes. Um.
And
Can
then
we
go
can
back
we
into
can
it.
we can we talk about the main event? Because I have a unique take on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you'd like to hear it.
Leon Edwards, Allow
So
Muhammad two.
I was looking around the web, and
Yeah.
apparently this is a new thing. So AI predictions. Okay. So there's some career stats that were loaded into AI by somebody here on Reddit, and they said that here's the probable fight outcomes based on those career stats. Number one, Edwards by decision, 40% likely. Muhammad by decision, 30% likely. Edwards by KO, 15%. Muhammad by 10 KO, 10%. And then the fight ends in a draw, 5%, which I don't know, whatever. But I think this is a new thing. I've been finding this out. People are doing this, and there's some potential accuracy to this. I have to agree that I think Edwards is going to win a decision in this thing. I really do.
Well, I'm wondering, was that a betting thing that we were looking at there? Should I be placing bets?
Because of AI, I don't know. And like,
Yeah.
does Vegas or whoever have influence on the AI? Can they like get you to bet on shit? Um,
I'm sure there's some weird smoke and mirrors on that. Uh, just pulling this up here.
I just feel like Edwards is the better striker.
He is 100%.
Yeah,
Bilal's tough. I'm just trying to.
certainly.
Yeah, so the last time they fought was a no contest for accidental eye poke. Hmm.
Back in the day.
2021. Yeah, I don't know if I want to pick Leon also. What the hell? Why not? Let's go Leon.
Oh no, we need the 8 ball.
Deuce is wild. He's in the other room. He's sleeping. And then let me pull up the rest of the card here. It's decent. This is a decent card.
Mhm.
Again, numbered cards, right? So then you have Bobby Green, who I guess legally changed his name to King now. So it's kind of
Sweet.
weird.
It's like Prince,
Some people would say gay. You got his Patty Pimblett. Green is the favorite.
of course.
Couple guys. Giga
Who's who,
Chickadeezy.
who's leading into the pay-per-view? What do you got? Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Eh.
Uh,
And then I think they like putting Molly McCain on the same card
yeah,
as
it's in the UK,
Patty.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's in Manchester.
Yep. 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 So I mean, it obviously lightens up once you get past the main card.
Still, I think it'll be good. UK crowds are usually
Hey,
pretty solid, right? Fun to watch. You know.
she's a fun follow on Twitter. Anyway, gotta follow fighters. Watch their training methods. See what they're up to.
Yes.
Uh, One other thing, Dana White. We were talking about Pereira earlier. He's saying that there could be a Pereira versus John Jones fight in the future.
Whoa.
Do you believe that? And Also, John Jones right now said he's 260 pounds right now. And he's 16 weeks out from his fight.
So he probably cuts down to 248 or something like that,
Well,
245.
yeah, because he might be bulking still. Because remember, he's doing all this stupid fucking like powerlifting. I don't know how much he posted he was squatting the other day. And I just keep thinking, injury, John. Jesus Christ, you just tore your pec. You're coming back from an injury, and now you're doing all this other crazy lifting. I don't think you need to be squatting whatever it was, 500 plus pounds. Train safe. He's reminding me of Cain Velasquez doing those fucking leg extensions. And if I'm smart, I'll put the video up. Max power, max effort.
Mhm.
Injury. He's gonna get injured again. Maybe that's his thing. And he also had some legal issues. I didn't want to bring that up because I thought you would bring it up. But remember when he had those drug testers come over to his house and there was like some harassment? So I guess he got arrested with a couple of misdemeanors for that one. So that's going to play out. It's not going to affect his fighting, but just more drama. That guy, he needs drama in his life to be good for whatever reason.
He
So.
does. It appears to be the case.
Mm-hmm. What else is going on?
Well, I don't know who this is, but I present to you one of the craziest post-fight interview
Yeah.
things. Did you see this? I don't know
No.
what I shouldn't know. I should say, but I'm going to share the sound. So I don't know who this is, but Borg, Ray Borg, obviously in his corner based on his comments. But just listen to this. Let me know.
That shit happens to me all the time. I'm used to this shit. I fucking train with Ray Borg. He's a fucking flyweight motherfucker. I'm fucking heartbroken. Time out. The only reason I got into this sport was because these fucking stupid girls want to keep fucking breaking my fucking heart. And my grandma fucking died. So yeah, I'm a little heated. So fuck off. Well, it was very impressive.
What do you think? His grandma died, and
well, first off, I think he needs to dye his hair one color to get rid of that fucking bipolar shit he's got going on right there.
like the Riddler,
Holy fuck, he's Two-Face or whatever.
Two-Face. That's it.
Yeah, it's not stable. Not
He
stable.
seems very crazy, but I mean, announcer boy, I think Ben Davis is the guy who's letting him go. Just go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, at
Say
some
what
point
you're
you
gonna
might
say.
want to like cut him
Shut-
off on that shit.
Shut that down.
A little too much. Yeah, that's fun. We gotta like that. I saw. I don't know if you were talking about chains earlier. Did you see Dana White rocking the Donald Trump chain? I
No.
don't know what's this about. Why is everyone rocking the chains? It's actually bigger before I clicked on that. It's got the fucking Donald Trump thick chain.
I don't know. This is at the Republican convention, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, Biden dropped out today, as we know. So
Yeah. No comments on anything politicals.
agreed.
Did you see the prices for UFC 306 at the Sphere? There's some packages, and they had packages like this when I went to see U2 at the Sphere. I did not buy one of those, but those were semi-reasonably priced. The only reason I didn't buy it because I wanted to sit center row or center section. And with the packages, you were like off in a corner and not guaranteed a seat. It's just you're in this section somewhere. So here's the prices for these. So I think it's basically hotel plus a ticket to the event kind of deal.
1 night or 2 night hotel?
That's a good question. So here's a premium package, section 204, 205, rows 7 to 11. First row of these sections, 7. Let's see, what do you get? 2 night stay at the Venetian. $500 resort credit, $5,800.
Wow.
Let's try to find the cheap ones. Let's go to the cheapest one, section 404, row
It's
11
like
through
way
15.
back there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, those are
2,800. I don't know if it
astronomical
shows
prices.
the fucking. So I think for U2, I was 406, row 2 or 3, and that was $500 a ticket.
Jesus.
Well worth it though. And I mean, look at how they're gonna have this set up too. Again, it would be a hell of an experience, but for what they're charging, fuck off,
It's
man.
insanity.
2,800 on the low end, and that's in the higher seats, 404 and not center.
Totally bananas.
Jesus Christ. That's what I was worried. Like the more they spend on it, the more expensive the tickets get. The better the fighters, the more expensive the tickets get. Out of reach for the average person. What else is going on?
I have one more news story and then KO. So I have
Mm-hmm.
Conor McGregor launches his he says he's launching his own record label. He says in an interview, I'm excited to create Ireland's first major record label in an industry that I have had great interest in for some time. To be able to come in and offer music artists a fair deal and properly reward them for their talent.
Hmm.
He said the music industry needs an overhaul and has needed one for a long time. He's going to partner with Richard and Julian, which is something called a Greenback Records, is what they're
Okay.
calling it. So getting in the music business. Crazy. What
Well,
are your
he's
thoughts?
becoming a mogul, right?
He's like just getting into everything.
So he started his own brand of liquor with proper whiskey. And then didn't he start an alcohol, opened up a bar, and now music label? That's four different businesses.
Right.
How many millions and billions do you need? Like where does he stop?
It doesn't stop. Just buys more yachts.
Yeah. And claims he's gonna fight sometime this century.
He's not fighting.
He's not fighting. Cody Router got a new tattoo. I want to get
Ooh.
your rating on this. I like this. Ingo's our tattoo expert.
Let's see.
There you go. What do you think?
What? Seriously? It's like a knife through his eye.
Yeah, it's like a
Just
cocktail weenie. You put a toothpick in those fuckers.
people are man.
Is this in the negative territory? Is this where
I
we're
would
going?
I would say it's not good. Not good. Two
Yeah.
thumbs down.
Well, I mean, we got the neck tattoos, right? So, you're not, you mean business or something. I don't know. It's not good. Not good.
No.
Let's do a little David versus Goliath. So, I think that over the weekend we had, this is from Happy Punch on Twitter. We had you gotta turn the volume way down. 6'8" heavyweight MMA fighter fighting a 5'3" jiu-jitsu black belt and a severe discrepancy in weight class. It's almost like Jake Paul versus Mike Perry.
Oh wow. The little guy is so much faster. Oh geez.
Yeah. And if this big guy had a little clue on what to do here, like he should have been spiking him with elbows on the crown of his head.
Good leverage by the little guy though. Great leverage.
Yeah. He's jiu-jitsu heavy.
He's gonna get an arm
But
bar.
it just shocks me that the guy on bottom, he could just literally stand up and get out of that. He didn't even need technique because he could just brute force that shit like
So much weight
Derek
difference and
Lewis.
strength difference. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was wild.
Hmm.
A little tweet of the week.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
It's a Google password one. It's like create a strong password with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Password Chuck Norris, confirm. Chuck Norris. Password is too strong, Ingo. Can't have that.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
Chuck Norris. I haven't heard Chuck Norris's in a while. Do you want to do a KO and then I'll add one in?
Yeah, I got you.
Go ahead.
Not gonna share sound, but here is the KO that I have. A little boxing action. He's out on his feet, guys. He's like,
Oh, he's dancing
there he is
the
again.
jig.
He's like, where am I? Whoa, Nelly. Good on the ref for stepping in right away
Yeah, that was
and
smart.
being like, it's over. It's just I can't never tell like if those are bad or
They're bad.
I think they're worse than like
Either
getting K.
worse.
It's like you're not.
Because I think
Yeah.
those are the guys that usually end up passing away or they have weird shit, like neurological shit happening like that.
Yeah.
It's bad. Real bad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's why they fight for our entertainment. Let's see. Here we go. We got
Yes.
another one. I don't remember what this one is.
Oh,
Oh, it's
damn.
just like a straight shot.
Starched him.
Yeah. Something about a
Nice.
straight shot. Oh, little ass the nuts. Here we go. Let me pull this one up. There you go. You can change the result of one UFC fight. What do you do?
Oh, wow. Can you guess what I'm going to say?
BJ Penn, GSP.
Well, there's that, but I mean, that's a good one too. I was thinking that he wins that fight when he had that crazy technique, the like sideways boxer technique.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I say he wins that fight by KO doing that.
I
That
like
would
that.
that would be the most epic fucking weirdo thing that ever happened. Yes, but that GSP one was bad. I shit you not. Matt was like
Yeah.
yelling and laughing at me. He's like, "There's your boy." I'm like, "Oh my God, he's getting destroyed." He's like,
I don't
"Yeah,
remember
eat that."
this. I
We
must have
may
been hammered.
we may or may not have been drinking, but
I've been drinking.
I was like, "Damn, he's getting his ass beat by
Yeah,
GSP. It's
that was
really bad."
brutal.
What about you?
I got a few. I'd like to have seen Brock Lesnar beat Alistair Overeem. I
Okay.
think that would have changed a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
A couple. Damian Maya over Anderson Silva.
Yes. Oh,
Because, yeah, go ahead.
what about Sonnen over Silva?
He won 99% of that fight.
Yeah,
And then
that's a good
lost
one.
the triangle. And then
Uh-huh.
tested positive for all the steroids.
Yes.
And also Ridge Franklin over Anderson Silva twice.
Wow.
And not having his nose rearranged, pointing
There's,
over
there's a
that
lot
way.
of Anderson Silva hate in this room.
Well, he wasn't that nice of a guy.
Fuck
He
that
was a
guy.
hell of a fighter, but kind of a dick. And not my words. This is from talking to people that fought him. And, we heard things behind the scenes, especially during that Damian Maya Anderson Silva fight.
Yes.
A lot of things were said, and I think when we interviewed Damian, he's too nice of a guy to say what that Anderson Silva said in the octagon to him, but other people told us things, so
Yes.
a little grudge there.
For sure.
Got any knowledge?
I'm thinking it's been a busy week. I'm in the process of starting to move, so I haven't really been doing other much. What am I thinking? What's the knowledge? Good question. Do I have any knowledge? I don't think I have knowledge this week.
Oh, I've got some.
Keep your nose clean. I'll say
It's
that.
usually good advice. I think this might be from EA. I think their college football just came out.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing it. Yeah.
How is that?
It's really fun. If you like college football, it looks like TV. It's really crazy and it's fun to play. So highly recommend.
Nice. Apparently, you can pull off this move. I had no idea. Probably turn the volume down.
What?
You can just kick a guy in the balls,
Oh,
and cheerleaders were cheering.
nice.
And then I also saw this. This is a Sandy Cheeks from Rough and Rowdy Ring Card Girl contest. Maybe a little volume. Check that out. Does a backflip. I didn't know that it's possible. Do we see another one?
She's gonna do it again.
This is Sandy Cheeks.
Nails it, Dingo.
It's pretty epic.
That's cool. Your ring card girl should be athletic, thick and
Right.
athletic. How's that?
Agreed.
Not these UFC chicks. Well, both of those are gone, aren't they?
Yes.
So now they're new and improved as they should be. Anyway,
Agreed.
let's shut it down.
All right. Well, that has been another edition of MMA Notes. My name's Ingo Weigel.
Matt Groth, thanks for playing.